Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and this is another episode of Ridiculous Loadout. As you may already know, this is a series I started way back when in the Battlefield 3 days, basically whoring myself out for cheap views, running a suggested loadout from one of you in the comments section. So today Johanny Eriksson suggested the Dima Mayakovsky loadout for Battlefield 4. That is from Battlefield 3. And yes, I realize he was also in the Battlefield 4 campaign, but I'm not counting that because it sort of felt weird and I didn't really like Battlefield 4 campaign. So, the loadout consists of the ASVAL, a Cobra red dot sight, or a red line sight, I suppose as it is in this case, and a laser attachment for the primary. And I chose the Rex for the secondary because, well, I never get to use that fun revolver. And also with me is the machete and the defensive field upgrade. So, well, the ASVAL is a Russian-made assault rifle, right? And it has an integrated suppressor for, I suppose, special forces and alpha guys that like to use it. And if it looks a lot like the VSS Vintarez, that's because it's quite similar to it, sharing around 70% of its parts with the sister gun. Now, the VAL, or VAL in Russian, in ASVAL, by the way, stands for something like shaft in Russian, which I suppose is a reference to how the integrated suppressor looks. And the AS actually means Автомат специальный, or special assault rifle. So it's kind of similar to the AK style rifles, but it fires the 9x39mm SP56 cartridge, which according to Wikipedia weighs about twice as much as a 9x19 parabellum bullet. So there I just learned something new. Now in Battlefield 4 the ASVAL is a PDW and as such only available to the engineer class. Now I don't really agree with this decision necessarily that DICE made for the latest Battlefield, but hey, I'm only a gamer, so what do I know? But one of the problems with PDWs being an engineer weapon in Battlefield 4 is not that they are rubbish at the distance or that the damage output sucks. No, it's it's that you can't equip an ammo box with it, and you will find yourself running out of ammo but quick, as most of these PDWs have, a blazing fast rate of fire. And I mean, picture the Scorpion with 1,000 rounds per minute rate of fire and how quick you will go through all the mags. And now remember the Uber Battlefield 3 setup of the MK5 and the laser and ammo box. I mean, that was hipfire for days, and with a bottomless box of bullets, you were just unstoppable, pretty much. Especially on No Shark and LCDM. Man, those were fun times. But on to the stats as they are in Battlefield 4 of the ASVAL. Now, the thing got a damage buff from the days of Battlefield 3, quite a bit actually. Now the ASVAL does a maximum damage of 27 at a regrettably short distance of 5 meters, which drops off to 15.4 at 43.67 meters. Now it can actually used to actually do quite a bit more damage before DICE nerfed it. I think it did around 30 or so maximum damage before the spring patch, I believe. I completely disagree with this nerf, of course, as the ASVAL has quite the rate of fire, and its first shot multiplier is really healthy, coming to 2.55 times the normal vertical recoil. And a side note here, in Battlefield 3, the first shot multiplier on this thing was only 0.5, meaning that the first shot actually had less recoil than the rest of the shots, so it was good for tap firing, at least in Battlefield 3. And so, with all the spread increases and the recoils and the inaccuracy of this thing at the distance, I just don't understand why DICE had to nerf its damage. And all this, makes it very hard to control in Battlefield 4, as I said, especially at anything other than short range, where you're just, spraying all over the place. And, of course, let's not forget its other handicap, a smaller than usual magazine of 20 rounds, which you will blow through at a brisk 1.3 seconds on full auto at a rate of 900 rounds per minute. It also, because it has an integrated suppressor, the muzzle velocity is a shamefully subsonic 300 meters a second, which is the slowest among all PTWs, tying it for last place with the Graza 4, but, that thing has the advantage of a much lower first shot multiplier and a bigger magazine, so, you can try tap firing and you don't have to replace the magazine after every enemy you kill, because you're gonna pretty much run out of bullets. Now, I think you already know from listening to my other videos that I hold muzzle velocity stats above all others in FPS games like Battlefield 4. In that, I think it's the main indicator of what a gun is capable of, because, when you're firing, especially at range, muzzle velocity makes all the difference, for obvious reasons. You don't want you don't have to lead as much, on moving targets especially, and it's easier to hit people, if you're aiming for the head or something like that. And bullet drop is generally a lot less over distance. Another thing is that you need to keep in mind is the reload speed. Now, this thing reloads in 1.95 seconds for the short reload, and a whopping 2.8 seconds for the full reload, meaning that I'd seriously recommend reloading the A as well before you run out of magazine and have to do a full reload, because, the time difference between these bad boys is nearly a full second, which is going to be, quite hard sometimes, because you are going to run out of this small magazine very quickly. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ridiculous Loadout, and now, because I don't feel like suffering alone, Johanny Eriksson must also run this loadout and upload it to YouTube, and I'll accept the link down below in the comments section. Thanks for watching. Please rate and share this video as it helps my channel grow. Check out my other videos at the end of this one, and remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.